We are talking about green revolution. We are talking about second green revolution. India is known more for evolution rather than revolution. And in this country, revolutions don't come, often. And they come few and far in between long periods. India did have a green revolution in early 60s and 70s, and it resulted into high food productivity and large amount of grain production, also a lot of improvement in rice. And that has ensured that government warehouses are full with the food when you need it, and government tries its best to ensure that the poor people have access to this food through public distribution system. But somewhere in the entire process, what happened in 60s, 70s, and 80s has now resulted into a crisis. So while we had success, that success also has sown seeds of the current difficulties. Today, India faces its major agrarian crisis. That on one hand, we have high level of food productivity. We produce 230 million tons of grains. On other hand, we have largest amount of farmer suicides in last 3 to 5 years than in last entire 50 years. So how do you balance both? You see on one hand positive things, and on other hand an extremely scary scenario. Now, and that is where this whole concept of second green revolution comes in. And while we may call it revolution, second, third, or fourth, I think the issue is how do we ensure that agriculture will become remunerative for small farmers? Because large number of farmers still continue to be very small farmers. And agriculture is India's lifeline. More than 600 million people, that is more population than most of the countries in the world, depend on agriculture.